Hello and welcome to another Spindas Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. Today, before we start, I've got a quick question for you. What is your favourite Pokemon? And look at this team with us in today, a full serpent-like team. Now this is an awesome looking team, people. I mean, it's great to see people on Wi-Fi, you're not like myself, just, having fun with the game. I mean, I'm having fun with the game myself, but of course you can see I'm running some rather competitive Pokemon here, and this person's obviously, well, I'm assuming they're playing for fun. They're using a nice mix of Ubers and not fully evolved. Anyway, so to start the battle off, I lead off with my Dragonite, and she leads off with her Giratina, I believe it's pronounced. But of course, I'm chosen by a Dragonite, and a Dragonclaw is going to just one-hit KO that thing, which is a shame because I thought they were an awful lot more bulky than that. So anyway, she decides to switch into my low tick, and I decide, okay, I'm going into my special wall because I feel I've got the upper hand here. But she does reveal the Toxic. So that's not good for me. I don't particularly like being poisoned at this point. So it's like, okay, let's see how much damage a Hyper Voice can do. So she goes for the Hyper Pump, and in return I deliver a Hyper Voice. Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. Anyway, so we go for that. So basically now we just sat here lefties recovery. As you can tell, I've had to speed this up because there is an awful lot of lefties recovery in this match. Between my leftovers, her leftovers, and you're about to see later. So she does decide to make a good play and go into a steel type here as I go for the heal bell to get rid of this damn Toxic. So start healing up from that, and the lefty's recovery just keeps me alive just that little bit longer. And obviously I'm not going to hang around to be hit by a Mega Steelix, so I decide to go into Nelly, who's going to be able to scare this thing off next turn, and possibly Rapid Spin away if it decided to want to go for Stealth Rocks. See, I've only seen a Mega Steelix once, but I've never versed one before, so I kind of know these things like to set up Stealth Rocks and all, but I didn't really know what else it could do. So, going to that, I go for the Earthquake, and this Earthquake's not going to hurt this Hun at all. I mean, you'll see what this team is. You've got Hun, then later on you're going to see a Viper Cold Bun. I get what this person did there. I get what they did there. So anyway, I believe I go into my Fire type here, which is my Bulky Arcanine set, which I'm really enjoying using Bulky Arcanine. It's such an awesome set. So this thing decides, okay, it's going to set up the Leeches now, which is going to be the most annoying thing in the game. Mind, I'm one to talk. I use a Tropius sometimes, and that's just an awesome set. The Harvest set. I suppose if you've seen Pimp Knight's video, you'll know exactly the set I'm running. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp here just to see if it wants to switch out or anything. So I'm thinking, okay, is this thing thinking it's bulky enough to survive a Flamethrower after the recovery? So I just make the play and go for the Flamethrower here, but of course she's going to switch back into the Milotic, and that bulky water type's going to be able to take these things for days. So after that, but lucky me, I do get the burn on this thing, but I'm thinking, crap, if this thing's competitive, if this thing isn't competitive, sorry, I've just activated its, what is it, Marvel Scale, Wonder Scale, something like that, and which I believe increases the defense, so yay. I've just made my job an awful lot harder. So I go for the burn again. At least it's starting to whittle down. I mean, obviously I prefer Toxic on this thing, but you can't really complain. So I decide to go into my special wall here and just want to see what this thing is going to do. So it goes for the Toxic again, and I'm going to be Toxic, of course, going to get poisoned again, but I've got the heal bell, so I'm really not too worried. So after we both do the lefty's recovery and the Toxic damage. I believe either she makes a switch or I make a switch here, predicting it to go into something. I think she just makes a switch and I just go for the Hyper Voice. Yeah, she makes a switch and I believe I just go into the Hyper Voice again. Oh no, I set up the Wish. Oh well, that was a better play here. I thought I was just going for the all attacking here now, because I just wanted to set some damage. So anyway, she does decide to be incredibly stubborn with this Sir Viper over here. Yeah, I do manage to switch to my ground type to take a poison move that was coming. I mean, I should have switched into the Angron here, but well, what you gonna do? But she just decided to go for the Taunt, which is a pretty good move because it shuts me doing down and everything. So she goes for the knockoff, and that locks off my Lumberry, but I go for the Rapid Spin to get rid of the Stealth Rocks so my Dragonite can come in safely, because I knew Dragonite was going to come in useful in this game just to be able to cause those heavy hits. So she does reveal she's a mixed Sir Viper, which isn't interesting, not a full special set, not a full physical set, and I was honestly expecting a switch here, so I went for the Play Rough, as you can see, that did absolutely nothing. So I'm like, okay, she's just going to stay in, then fine, that's fine by me. I can take another Sludge Bomb and just finish this thing off with an Earthquake. So, get poisoned again, and I go for the Earthquake, which is going to nicely kill this thing. It's nice seeing Sir Viper used as well. Of course, I wonder if it was a Shed Skin or an, what you call it set. I can't think of Infiltrator, that's it. So she just go for the protect here, which is a good play, as I just go down on the poison, didn't even get a chance to chip off this thing with Ice Shard. As I do unfortunately go down. So I switch into the Dragonite here, thinking, okay, I'm going to get a good Dragon Claw off in here. But she does switch out and goes straight into the Steelix. I'm like, okay, is that the play you're going to do here? But, oh no, I managed to get the predict and go for the superpower. Hey, I should give myself more credit. So after this superpower here, it's going to nicely finish off the Steelix. So at least I made one good play this match. So back into the water type here, and I'm not one to hang around, because after the two superpowers I'm not going to be able to hit hard enough. So I'll go into my special wall here, and the idea was basically I'm just going to stack off this me Sylveon now, so I can switch back into my Dragonite safely and just go for the powerful Thunder Punch, which is, I was reckoning after maybe a few Hyper Voices, get this thing down to about half health, would kill by then. And if not kill, maybe the burn damage would finish it off. So she just goes the Hydro Pump, and of course at this point I'm just wanting my Sylveon to die, so it's like I'm going to keep on Hyper Voicing as much as I can, just to get as much damage as possible on this thing. Because this thing has the potential to wall out my team. And these things aren't to be underestimated. Seriously, my low tick needs... Well, I suppose it probably gets a lot of play in Showdown being a good special defensive wall, but... I'm not sure. Needs more play on Wi-Fi though, because it's usually the special defensive... The usually thing you come across on Wi-Fi is an awful lot of Ferrothorns and... what's that other really? Heatran. There's some... what's the common special defensive wall I see a lot of on Wi-Fi? Goodra, that's it. See, I see an awful lot of Goodra, which is... I'm really surprised it's underused half the time, because I see loads of the things. So anyway, she's just going to finish me off with the Hydro Pump here, taking me down. And basically, after some more lefties recovery here, I'm thinking, okay, let's bring in the Dragonite and let's finish this thing off with the Thunder Punch, since I haven't revealed it yet. And she's not going to switch out anything, I'm just going to hit it with a clean Thunder Punch, taking it right out. So she does decide to send out the Dragonair here, and I'm like, okay, let's see, I wonder what this thing's going to do now. So I decide to finally switch into Bazuso after all this time, and he goes for the Thunder Wave. So I'm really glad I switched out there, I didn't want this thing slowed down at all. So Bazuso's really not bothered if it's paralysed or not. So I go straight for the Mega Revolution, and let's see, I go for the Ice Punch, which I do carry, and it's not enough to kill, so I'm reckoning either like EVO Light variant, but goes to Dragon Tail, does very little damage to be honest. Switches me out and back into Dragonite. I'm like, okay, I've sealed this now. Dragon Claw to this thing, taking it down, and another Dragon Claw is gonna... Is it the last put? Yeah, a couple of Dragon Claws are gonna finish me the game now, I believe. Even with Leech Seed and all that. So anyway, it was a really interesting battle, and it's always nice to verse a theme team anyway. I mean, so if you like this video, probably again, not one of my better commentaries, say. Shouldn't be making excuses, but I have just got back in from work. But if you like this video, feel free to subscribe for more and all that. I have a little goal, I'm trying to reach 10 subscribers right now. If I can get 10 subscribers, it'd be awesome. I mean, I've got things planned for the channel in the future and all, of course it's battle. And of course, if you like below, I'm always looking for battles and all that. It would be nice to verse some people, maybe some people who's run across this video and all. So anyway, this battle's going to finish off now. I'm just going to finish it off with my Alakazam. I like Alakazam, it's a cool Pokemon. She's just going for the Protect, Stall shenanigans, go for the Psyshock, but as I say, at this point in the time, I did have this game solidly in the bag. So here comes the Psyshock to nicely finish this game. Either way, it was a good battle, and if my opponent watches this, you did a really good job, and I had a really fun game. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.